As I have already told you, we are going to start Amazing Japan series. So in this first part of Amazing Japan, we are going to show you how the Japanese housing societies are, facilities inside, rules, how the garbage sorting is done, etc. etc. We will take you to the tour of the society where we live.
So this is our housing society. This is called as danchi in Japanese. It means living together or housing complex. This is government built society and flats are sold to Japanese citizens or rented out. There are private apartments also, but today we'll talk about government built societies only. Okay, coming back to our society. As you can see, it has long and tall 7 buildings and these all are of 14 floors. Around 3,500 families are living here. So I can say that around 10,000 to 12,000 people are living here. In this society, we can find people from many countries who are working here in Japan. This is one of the housing society. There are many more societies around here. As per my information, we are around 200 Indian families in this society alone.
This is the main entrance of our society. You can see these bars. These are placed here so that vehicles cannot enter. But what about emergency? I will show you. These bars are not fixed. Can you see this lock? All bars are locked with such locks. These can be removed anytime until make space for emergency vehicles. So this is how the vehicle can come in and go out.
This board is at the entrance of our society. It tells us about the map of society and different kinds of plants and trees planted in the danchi. If we see the map carefully, it also tells us that which kind of trees are planted in which part of the danchi. This board also tells us that no pets allowed, don't make noise and no parking.
This is supermarket Peacock. Here you can buy fruits, vegetables, bakery items, frozen food and other daily used items. Now I am not going inside, but it is very big like DMart or Big Bazaar in India. This is free sitting area and behind that you can see one dental clinic.
We can see another board here. This is also about the rules to be followed in the society. These are like keeping silence, no parking, pets are not allowed, no littering, playing ball games is not allowed, open fire is not allowed like campfire or firecracking. Selling anything means hawkers are not allowed, and last one is do not bother residents.
And this side is my favorite, Caesarea. It's an Italian restaurant. I love pizza and I love pasta. Let's move on. I can't control my temptation.
Actually, within society area, you can find all basic needs shops. In all buildings, ground floors are reserved for such facilities. In some buildings, there are grocery shops, some buildings having parking area, and some buildings have meeting rooms like clubhouse in India.
There are photo studio, medical shop, karate class, bicycle shop, laundry, some Japanese restaurants, coffee shop, kids clinic, flower shop, a fruit and vegetable shop, and this is Sunday market. From the name itself, you must have understood that this market is set in the ground on Sundays only. Farmers from nearby areas bring their fruits and vegetables and sell to residents in Tanchi. And to manage these all buildings, we have one society office also.
Here you can see one nursery school at ground floor of another building. And this is one kind of storeroom where kids have left their playing equipments. This is public telephone booth. Surprised? Actually, there is nothing to get surprised. There are such many public telephone booths still used all over Japan. These kind of sheds are built at many places in Danchi. This is to take shelter if you are caught in rain, or you can take rest during summer. This is another entrance to the society from in between two buildings. You can see such instructions at many places. Here also you can see such barricades and these are also locked. Inside society at many places you can find such barricades. This is to restrict vehicle entry as well as to reduce down this bicycle speed. This is how these can be removed whenever required. Here is another sign you can see which tells us that if you have a motorbike, do not ride it. Please walk with it. Now let's see the playing and exercise parks. There are 5 such areas in our society. This is the first one, mainly for very small kids. Here is another sign in the park also to keep silence during night time.
The lifestyle of Japanese people is totally different than Indians in many ways. Before 7 pm, they have their dinner and they sleep very early. That is the reason you can see such many boards all over society. Many times we saw that people are complaining to 110 and immediately police come to attend those who are making noise.
This is the other park. We call it as mountain park because of the white structure. It looks like Mount Fuji, Japan's most famous and sacred mountain. Since the park is used by all age kids, ball games are not allowed.
This is big open ground at the center where kids and adults also can play and exercise. Here are the rules to use this open ground. Throwing or hitting the ball outside the fence is not allowed. Keep silence during night. Do not enter with bicycle, etc., etc.
This is green grass area. Oh, here also we play. This is the area where we conduct Bal Gokulam. Bal Gokulam is the concept where kids and parents play together on weekends. Last year we celebrated Gudi Padwa on the same ground. This is the 5th and last park. This one is also used by all age kids and adults. It is spacious than other playing areas. At one corner, these are some exercise equipment. These are very useful for body balancing and to increase the height.
After looking at all these playing and exercising areas, you might have observed that these parks are made in such a way that kids can have experience of playing on hard surface, in the sand and on grass also.
Once in a year, we have big Japanese festival celebrated here in society for 2 days. This is similar to festivals that are celebrated in Indian villages, like Mela. During that time, these kind of shops can be seen all over the society. These are like food stalls, toy shops and game stalls. People from our society and surrounding area gather together and celebrate it. These are bicycle and car parking areas. You can find such areas in each building. This is a car parking. This side you can see the 2-story car parking. I think this is something very unusual. This is another bicycle parking area. Since building number 6 is very big, parking areas are also very big. People here in Japan prefer to use bicycles than any other vehicle. Now let's see inside the buildings. This is building number 6, where we live. This is biggest in all 7 buildings. This is entrance lobby and you can see some no entry boards for motorbike, and this is another small parking area. These are letterbox and at end here is a dustbin to throw the advertisement papers so that those can be recycled. This is the main lobby in lift area. There are total 10 lifts for building number 6. 5 are here and 5 are on the other side. Out of these 5 lifts, 2 lifts are for floors from 1 to 8 and the other 3 lifts are from floors from 9 to 14. Here also we can see many instructions and rules. See this person. He is taking his bicycle to his floor. Actually, this is allowed. People can use lift and take their bicycles to their floor. And we also do the same. Here is another notice that do not throw burnable materials anywhere. And the society puts such apology notice if any maintenance work is going on.
This is the rule for paper waste collection. This rule is Paper waste will be collected on second and fourth Tuesday of each month. So people have to put their paper waste in this area on these days only. For April 2020, the collection dates were 14th and 28th as per this notice.
We can see big notice board on which many notices are pasted. This is inside the lift. Here also we can see some instructions. Actually, this is very usual. Everywhere we can find such kind of notice. This is our 10th floor where we live. You can see the bicycles are parked at floor like this. As I told you, this is very big building. You can see here. There are 68 flats on one floor itself. So such 14th floor means only this building has around 900 families. And here is our flat and our bicycles. This kind of trolleys are available for public use. At the time of shifting home or moving some heavy items, anyone can use this trolley and bring it back here. In our society, there are 2 such trolleys per building provided. One is kept at 4th floor and one at the 11th.
Now we are at top floor, which is the 14th floor. Here I would like to show that people are not allowed to go on the roof. This is because of the safety reason. We can use these stairs till here only.
This is the last and very important segment of this video. How the garbage and waste management is done in Japan. I think Japan's system is very excellent for garbage segregation. Here are the instructions for garbage segregation. There are 6 to 7 types of garbage segregation to be done in Japan. People have to segregate kitchen waste as combustible waste. It includes food waste, paper, plastic products, rubber products, clothes, etc. This kind of waste shall be thrown through the ducts made at every floor. I will show it later on. Ceramics, glass, light bulbs, metals, etc. are considered as non-combustible waste and shall be sent to landfilling. Glass bottles and jars, metal cans, PET bottles, used paper, boxes, etc. are considered as recyclable items. Any large size stuff which you want to throw away are to be segregated separately and discarded at designated area. This covers big items like sofa, chairs, tables, etc.
There are few items those you cannot discard as garbage or waste. You personally have to take care of discarding such big trash. This includes the items such as TV, fridge, washing machine, computers, motorcycles, poisonous and dangerous items, etc. These all instructions are displayed in the lift lobby of each floor. Also, government provides the booklet when you shift to the Ranchi flats.
Since Chinese and Korean population is more in Japan, you can see these instructions are written in Chinese and Korean language also. Let's go to the garbage collection and segregation area. This is at ground floor. This is burnable garbage collection area. This is the list of items that are accepted as burnable items. These are the trays kept for metal cans collection. Since people use lot of drinks, those are packed in metallic cans, you can find many trays that are kept for cans collection. This is the tray for glass bottle collection. This is the net provided for PET bottles disposal. There is rule that you should take out the bottle cap and segregate it separately, like this. Here are some more instructions and rules. Let's go inside. Here are some more segregation areas.
You can see garbage wise, they have separated all the items. Batteries, lighters, umbrellas, light bulbs, etc. Important thing is that everyone follows these rules and instructions.
This is designated area for glass ceramic material. Here is for spray cans. This is for plastic and packaging material. Polystyrene trays. And this is general waste like used plastic and paper. Here is another separate area for boxes. This is the area to discard bulky trash. Here we can throw big items like furniture, sofa, etc. To discard such big items, we need to pay to society office. We have to pay, get coupon, and at same time we'll get password for this lock. We ourselves need to keep those bulky stuff inside this room. After some days, society discards that stuff together. If you are able to see, you can find such bulky trash inside here. This is what I was talking about, discarding recyclable paper waste. Paper waste is collected on every second and fourth Tuesday as mentioned here. People keep their paper waste like this on the designated date. This is about the disposal of kitchen waste. This kind of provision is made at every floor. This kind of small opening in the duct is given at every floor, and we can throw kitchen waste through this. If this light is turned on, we should not throw the waste because it means that people are working at ground floor. They might be collecting waste from this duct and loading it in trucks, or they might be cleaning the duct. So waste from all the floors is collected behind this shutter, and every morning trucks come to collect this waste. This was all about the housing societies in Japan. We have not covered the flat system from inside. We'll make another video specially for Japanese flats, rooms inside, their rent, utilities, etc. We hope that you liked this information. Please let us know by commenting. For other videos of Amazing Japan, please see the links in description of this video.
Please subscribe our channel and keep motivating us. Thank you so much. See you in the next video with another topic of Amazing Japan.
Bye.
Bye.